do here is I am teaching Jack what's called a verbal marker, and the marker I'm going to teach him is yes. Yes means a reward is coming, and he can move to access the reward. Now, I know I've been saying the word a couple times during this commentary. He really is only going to pick up on it when I say it in a specific tone. In conversation, you're not going to have the right inflection. So, yes means a reward is coming and he can move to access it. What I'm doing to teach it to him is I'm saying his name, and as soon as he makes eye contact with me, I'll say yes and treat him. And I'm actually either going to throw the treat or I'm going to let him take it from my hand and kind of chase me for it. So, once he learns that yes means you get a treat and that paying attention means you get a treat, then I can use yes to teach him new things like, or work on old things, I guess, improve old skills like sit, down, stay, and place or bed. So, I'll show you some of those markers in use. Jack, yes. Good boy. Jack. That was a crunchy one. Jack, yes. You'll notice I have my hands behind my back. I want to make sure he's looking in my eyes and not at my hands, which are holding treats. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. So, this is called the name game. This is what I'm using to teach him yes. Once he understands that word, which he does, then I move on and teach him good. Now, good is another marker, but it means I like what you're doing. Continue that behavior. Good boy. And I will bring the reward to you. So I use it to add duration to things like stay. So here, if I wanted to keep him in the sit, Jack, even though he put himself in this position, I didn't put him here. Good. Or if I don't have a treat, Jack, good. I just love an attention. Good boy. And then when I'm ready to release Jack, I can use that YES word. Jack, yes. And that means that I am satisfied with the duration that he's maintained that position. He can move. With those two words, I can basically shape any behavior. Now, there is one other word that I'm going to teach him and use, and that is no. No does not necessarily mean bad dog, don't do that in his vocabulary. He does have a negative connotation with the word, so a lot of times we're going to use no without really meaning to. But officially what it should mean is, oops, you've made a mistake. I'm not going to pay you for that. Try again. So here he's kind of pawing to get to the treat in my hand. No, Jack. Yes. As soon as he tries something different, no. Yes. Then I'll actually give him a treat. Now, I didn't actually have one in there. He just thought I did. Good boy. Good. No. No. Good. Yes. So, pawing and licking and chewing and mouthing isn't going to get him what he wants. He has to back away or try something else before I'll say the YES word. And essentially, he's making connections about what I want him to do, because if I say YES or GOOD, I'm rewarding him. If I don't reward him, then he's not doing the right thing. So he'll try other behaviors. No. Yes. I'm assuming someone taught him shake or paw, but it is common for dogs to do that just to try and get your hand to open up. Okay, so let's see how these markers are used to teach your dog stay or down. I've shown you sit. Let's try something else. Yeah, turn him around so he's facing the camera. Jack, sit. Oh, they can't see you there, buddy. Come. Yes. I don't think that's in the frame. Sit. Good. Jack. Down. Down. Yes. So, sorry that was really halty. I'll do it one more time a little bit more smoothly. But what I'm doing here is Jack knows down, he knows it as a hand motion though. He follows the pointing motion. He doesn't understand the word per se. So what I'm doing is, good sit. I'm gonna say the word, pause, and then bend halfway over and see if I can get him to pick up on the bending motion instead of the pointing first. Jack, down. Yes. So I did point on that one, but I didn't go all the way to the floor. Yes, good boy. Eventually I shouldn't have to point at all. I'm just gonna make that motion smaller and smaller and smaller. And that way he'll start to focus more on what I'm saying and less at what I'm doing. Now, if I want him to stay in that down position, again, I'll use the good marker. Jack, down. Good. Good. Now, the difference in this training and a lot of other training is when I put Jack in a sit, a down, on a place, or bed command, or in a specific position, I expect him to maintain that position without me having to tell him stay. It's assumed until I tell him otherwise. I will teach him the word stay and use it, but it's generally used just to remind him to stay put, and also kind of a reminder that I might be leaving him there for a longer period of time or for something that's more distracting or difficult. Good. So, for dogs that really hate stay, the key is rewarding them frequently and talking to them and giving them, no, sit, down, good boy, feedback. So there's the third marker, the no marker. It doesn't mean you're bad, again, it just means, oops, you messed up, because he stood up without me telling him otherwise. So all I do is tell him no, and I put him back in the original position. Good. And I rewarded him for getting back in the position because he's still working on learning down. Normally, when we're a little further along with stay, I won't reward them when they break at all. Good. So the next time they're trying a little harder for that treat. Yes? Good boy. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, one more thing. Let's go to some better treats. You don't like those ones. Okay, ready? Want to try bed? Good. Good. Bed, Jack. Stay. Good. Stay. Nope. Good. So here, you can see where the no marker, or nope, sometimes it comes out as nope, is useful because I can communicate to him, oops, you've made a mistake, without punishing him or making him fearful or stressed. Good. It just simply means you're not going to get rewarded. Try something else. Good. Check. Good. Now, I can tell by his body language, he's looking at the ground, that he's getting ready to move. So that's why you see me stepping in front of him. I'm using what's called spatial pressure to keep him on the bed. Yes. And then I'm only releasing him when he's looking at me and has stayed there successfully for a while. Good boy. Jack. So he's looking at my hands. I want him to look up. Yes. Jack. Bed. Yes. And I don't always want to leave him on the bed in a stay, because then he'll start to hate the bed command. Good boy. Sometimes it's just get on it and leave. Jack. Bed. Bed. Good. Good. Yes. That's very good, buddy. Good boy. All done. Good boy, Jack. Yes. Hershey. Donnie. Yes. Good dogs.